Alright, testing. Alright, let's see if we can do a warm-up. How's everybody doing? War Thunder. Blasphemy. Yeah, let's set up a... We're gonna set up a drag bomb. I haven't done it for a while. We'll see if I can do it all from memory. So we want Snake Eyes. There we go. Whoop, nope, not Mark 81. We want Mark 82 Snake Eyes. There we go. So 10 Mark 82 Snake Eyes. We'll do a 10 ripple drop.
Request rearming. Copy.
All kinds of bombs.
Rearming complete.
I guess we can see if we can do it down a runway. 10 Mark 82s down a runway. That's a good drop. That's something you would do on a Cold War server for sure, because I used to do it on Enigmas. Alright, ground crew, ground power, turn it on.
Turn on the ground power. Copy. Ground power is now on.
We'll just set up our bomb drop before we get in the air. We're gonna do ripple singles. We're gonna do 10 of them. So 12. Space them out at about 170. That'll work. That'll be good.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy. Ground power is now off.
Alright, we're going to set our warning at 450. Because that's going to be our altitude drop for the drag bomb. And we're going to be 450 feet roughly. And we're going to set our mills to negative 120. So at 450 feet, negative 120 mils, and about 430 to 50 knots will make this marker roughly where our first bomb will hit. So basically we're just going to hit to that point, and then we're going to hold down the pickle until every bomb releases, and then we're going to pull up. And we're using snake eyes, so they'll deploy, and they won't blow up directly below us. It'll be a retarded bum drop. Alright, let's taxi. Oh, where are we going? We need to bomb a runway. Probably Krasnodar, right? Yeah, we'll just go over here to Krasnodar and bomb one of their runways. Probably this one. Wait. What is that? Yeah, we'll bomb this one, but then we gotta pull up and away really quick. We'll bomb this runway. Magnetic heading is 220. So we'll bomb across that runway, and then we'll have to pull up harshly so we don't get into the range of the SAMs. Because that would be funny. Do a perfect bomb run and then just fly right into a hole dragged out of SAMs. This is the A4EC Skyhawk. Vietnam era precursor to the F4 Phantom. Right now I'm in my own private practice server to do a warm-up before I move on. We'll do a rolling start when we get on the runway. We're already set. Actually, let's put the nose up just a little bit more. We're good on flaps. You better start clearing, because I'm going. Thank you. 3043? I was close. Is it good now? That was weird. Sorry, I'm a little rusty and tired. Okay, I got it trimmed out. Oh. Alright, let's get down to 450 feet just so I can remember what that looks like. And it said it was 3043. There we go, got it. Alright, that is 600 feet. Alright, there's 450 right there. So it's a lot lower than it looks, right? We're gonna drop bombs from... We better hope it... Snake Eyes deploy properly or we're going to be super dead. Wouldn't that be the worst, is you get a malfunctioning Snake Eye flange when you drop and it just blows you up? You know it's happened. I don't know if it's blown somebody up, but you know the flanges have not worked properly before. All right, there's the lake. Yeah, we'll just cross the lake and then we'll turn into the runway and get down low. Let's go ahead and fence in. We're already set there. All 3 bombing stations are set. We're armed nose to tail, powered up, single ripples, multipliers, bombs. Yep, we're good to go. The sky looks so milky today. Or is it just my eyesight today? Everything looks kind of hazy. And the runway we're bombing is going to be 220. So we'll try to find the front of the runway and we'll make sure we turn in roughly 220. And that should keep all of our bombs right across the runway. The idea would be to leave a bunch of craters all the way down the runway so nobody can use the runway until it's repaired. Which we used to do a lot of on Enigmas, because it was red versus blue, and we would go bomb the red front runway so they couldn't spawn and get back up in the air quick. That is a lot of bombs for one little plane. Depends on the SAM and the anti-air. In most cases, just assume you're not safe unless you have broken direct line of sight to the radar. Never assume you're safe because you're low. Alright, coming around to 220 and working our altitude down. It's 230. 220. Alright, let's see if we can get tally on the runway. No, I don't see it yet. We're good on altitude though. I think I see it. What's up, California? There are certain SAM systems that definitely have trouble tracking things that are low to the ground, but it also depends on if you started off low to the ground. It's worse for the SAMs if you're higher up and then they shoot and then you go to the ground. If you're already near the ground, then most SAMs are actually going to not have that much trouble tracking you down there. Just a few of them. So you're really not necessarily safe. Now, if you've got obstructions like hills and stuff that you can hide behind, that's different. Alright. We're a little hot, or a little low. We're going to pull up just a little bit. Here's our runway. We're right on the money. 450, 450. Our speed is 450. That looked pretty good, right? I bet you I could have spaced them out a little bit better, but that was all 10, right? Yeah, that was all 10. Let's check out the damage. That looked good, though. Just, I should have spaced them out more. I haven't used the A10 in so long, I can't remember all the spacing, but I probably should have went 150 but multiplied by 10. Or even 80 or 100 and then multiplied by 10. That still jacked up that runway, though. Yeah, look at all those craters. Right down the middle. Let me see if that's going to give me the... I should do it one more time and work on that spacing a little bit. I used to have it down. I bet you it's 110 times 10. Oh, what's my... See, now this is where they need to work on DCS, is by making these replays something you can move the timer forward and backward at will, like it's a YouTube video. But they can't, so right now you just have to fast forward it. This is how you make videos, by the way, people that want to make DCS videos. What you have to do is you have to film, and then you got to save the track for it, and then you can replay the track over and over again to change the angles of your camera to get different shots for the same thing. So, because you can't rock your video forward and backward, you have to just fast forward through however much video you have. So if you shoot an hour of video, it's going to take you fucking forever. And then you got to fast forward to the point you want, get your cameras all set up, record that one little chunk, and then go all the way back to the start and fast forward to the part you want next, and it's a real thing. That's why if you're going to make like a 10 or 20 minute DCS video that has cut shots and stuff, it takes hours just to be doing edits in with the replay. And that's if the replay works. Half the time the replay won't load right, which means you're just screwed and you have to reshoot everything again. It's rough. But that's how you get all those cool shots. Because from here, what I just did, we can see it from whatever angle we want. You can put a camera on the ground looking up and do the flyover. They just need a better feature. Like, it needs a loading, it needs like a bar, a YouTube, progress bar at the bottom that you can just literally stop it. And the other problem is like I said, it doesn't load properly sometimes. So sometimes something you did when you were filming doesn't actually show up in the replay, or it's wrong. Like in my video, I might gun down a target, and then when I do the replay, the gunshot misses and the enemy just flies away. And that's because the replay is built off of data and not off of recording. So the replay is just going off the data of what just happened. Nope, sounds like we're getting ready to start moving. You should have seen me trying to make videos back before I had this powerful rig, when I had my shitty computer. A 10-minute little intro, or like a 5-minute intro video with a different jump cuts and stuff and cutscenes would take me like, I don't know, 5 or 6 days, because the replays would take forever to load in my PC, and I couldn't fast forward without it breaking, and ugh. It was a nightmare. It's also why I don't make that many big long-form videos with DCS right now, because it took me so much time just to make one video. I mean, it was insanely large amount of time. Which would cut into my streaming time. If I was going to work on a video, I'd have to cut a bunch of streams short to work on it each night, or I'd have to just skip streaming for a while trying to get a video done. I'd rather fly. Well, they might be worth it in the future when I'm monetized on YouTube and I've got a library built up, so there's stuff for people to watch. But for right now, it's not super worth it. I just put a lot of clips up on YouTube for right now, and every now and then I'll put up another guide. When I got time to put together a whole guide, I'll put one of those up. But yeah, I don't get very many like views on YouTube besides my shorts. The long form videos don't have any views, barely. If I had more time to put into it and I had better tools to edit with, I'm sure I could do better, and I will eventually. Well, that's loud. Let's set up our cameras. We're gonna get a swept shot for the bomb drop. We can watch all those snake eyes pop off and open up. The cool thing is in the replay, it's still using my head tracking. So I can ride along with what I did before, but I'm not holding a stick anymore. I can just look around. It almost doesn't look like there's a canopy on there. Just leave the camera here and we'll watch it from afar. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. If you speed it up too much, by the way, it goes slower because it can't handle it and it'll cause problems. Oh, my camera got messed up. Yeah, it. When you're doing like 450 feet, you look like you're so much closer to the ground than you are. It's pretty low. That's 450 right there when the alarm went off. It seems like when I go to 4 times, it's not actually going that much faster because it stutters. You can see the seconds. It'll start going fast and the seconds will slow down. Which is why it's a pain in the ass when you're going to shoot a long video and the raw video is like an hour and a half. You're screwed. Because the amount of fast forwarding you have to do, it would be insane. I've done it before. Just getting a 8-second shot might take you 45 minutes to get to the right spot and film it. And that's only if you get it on the first try. Might not come out too good and you got to redo it. You can't rewind, you gotta just start over. That's not lag, it's because I'm going forward. There's normal speed. We're in replay to see the snake eyes come off the rail here. Did a drag bomb ripple across our runway. I want to see how well they came off. I think they came off way too fast. I got to change that ripple. Here we go. Yeah, too fast. It was a great ripple, but it was just too fast. They were way too close together. Alright, let's jump out. I'm gonna take a Skyhawk and put it up in the air, fully loaded and up to speed, and we'll change the settings really quick. Tighten up that ripple better. Well, I should say not tighten it, but loosen up that ripple. I think on that one I was 180, but I was at standard. We need to multiply it by 10. We'll make it quicker, but multiply it out to 10. That should do it. Where's the Skyhawk? Is that the Skyhawk? Oh, come on, stop. Come on, map load. Alright, flyover point. 1,000 feet. 400 knots. Put it right there and put it right. Whoop. And loadout, we want 10 Mark 82s again. Snake eyes, Let's see, 6 Mark 82 Snake Eyes right there. Make sure they're all Snake Eyes. If you accidentally not put Snake Eyes, you're toast. You will desplode. Perfect. Alright, client in the air. Let's actually, yeah, 1,000 feet will be good. Let's just do it. That'll give us enough time to set up the plane. Actually, I'll do an active pause really quick just to make sure I don't pressure myself. Alright, scooter right there in the air. Alright, active pause. Alright, nose to tail. Bombs. Master arm on. These 3 stations. We want single ripples. We want everything we got. Let's put it down. So we were at 180 before. Let's go 110, but multiply it by 10. And negative 120 mils. Right there. That should be it. Alright, unpause. Here we go. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, I don't see the runway yet. We got a ways to go. And we're going a little slow too. We need to speed up. It's just because we got so much shit on here. It's going to be... To get the speed up, you got to just stay above your altitude, which we're going to be at... Whoops. We want 450 for our alarm. So you fly above that, so when you get closer to it, you dip down to it to get the speed up. Sure, give me a second. So it's under UI layer, I believe. Active pause. It's not on any jet. It's under UI layer on the left. Where you select jets, select UI layer. It's at the very top. Active pause. It's a good tool for when you're training. Turning on unlimited fuel, turning on unlimited ammo, which unlimited ammo can mess you up on certain systems though, where it puts, like if you drop a bomb, it puts the bomb back on the pylon after a couple seconds, but that can cause problems with certain modern aircraft. Okay, I see the runway. Tally. We're at 410 knots. We can get another 40 knots out of it by descending before we drop. Double check, we are good to drop, yep. Make sure the master arm is on. Alright, we're close to 440. We've still got some altitude to lose, we should be good. So hopefully this will stretch these across the runway a lot farther. If not, we'll do it again and change that. So we're at 110 times 10. So we can go to 150 times 10 if we need to stretch it out even farther. Alright, now we need to get down to our altitude, which will increase our speed. Okay, there we go. And we're at 450. Pickle.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Look at that. Okay, that's perfect. That was perfect. That was great. That's what I want to see. So that was, what was that? 110 times 10.
The following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
110 times 10. Oh, I'm on the active pause right now. Setting up everything, yeah. I love how in the replay you can look around. Oh, and then we gotta... I don't think it's gonna show the bind adjustment on the replay. There it goes. All right, let's speed it up. I'll have to remember this. 110 times 10 for drag bomb for any low altitude ripple. That was pretty good spacing. If you're going to drop them on a very small base, you just take away the times 10 and it'll put them right on top of each other. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect spacing. That's like 80% of the runway shacked out, whereas the other one was like 10%. Okay. So there you go, tracks. Negative 120, 450, 450, 110 times 10. Single ripples. There's your formula for drag bombing with snake eyes. Oh, what am I doing? What war were we working on? It was Iraq, right? Weren't we doing... Did they finish Iraq while I was in the hospital? Nope, still there. They did not finish it. I don't even know if I want to get into Iraq tonight. I don't know. I don't know how long I can fly before I get just worn out. There's nobody there either. It's just me by myself. I think I'm going to skip doing the North Pole War tonight. I think I'm going to take a break from that tonight and just go on to, like, let's go to maybe a return to pre-contact or something. I am feeling extremely tired and sore, but I'm doing alright. Happy that I'm home already. I actually got home last night and posted in the Discord letting everyone know I was home, but I was so wasted and tired last night. Today I'm just super tired, which I'll be fine. It's just because I had to go all over the place yesterday, or not yesterday, it was whenever, when I had to go to the hospital. I had to go all over the place, and I had to go to this office, then I had to go to this office and get stabbed, and I had to go to this office and get put into a machine, then I had to go to and I'm just, my body doesn't handle that shit anymore, so. If I could, I would sleep for like 12 hours, but my body doesn't let me sleep that long, because when I'm sleeping, I can't take any medicine, so I just wake up in pain. So I sleep for as long as I can. Once I'm awake, I am awake. So usually 4 or 5 hours in the morning I sleep. Take some medicine right before I lay down. That allows me to sleep for about, 4 or 5 hours. Oh, we got a fresh war. Let's do it. Strela, blah, blah, blah. Bad stuff, bad stuff. Is there any SAMs? Nope. Somebody already hit the SAMs at least. Strela, Zeus. Alright, well let's grab this one first. If I can do this. Let's see if I can fly a helicopter when I'm this sore. Oh, I can only take 8. I forgot you can't take a full rack on this server, can you? Nope. Well, I'm not too bad with rockets. I do okay with rockets.
Searching. Hawk. 12 o'clock. Searching. Gun.
Damn, that Apache pop-in is still so rough. They need to optimize this.
Fam. 2 o'clock. Searching. Hawk. 12 o'clock. Searching.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Your brain won't be super bad once we're moving a little bit. Okay. George is on the T-deck. He gets the Hellfires. I'll shoot the rockets off the back seat.
Radar. Searching.
Let's get the T-deck and the Pinvist up. There we go. Turn off the external lights. Let's grab supplies. Because on this server you can cap with any helicopter. This is a lot less hardcore, but it's still super fun. This is one of the best servers to learn and to get used to dynamic war servers and stuff, is return to pre-contact. It's like a standard foothold, so you can put supplies on any helicopter and capture any place by dropping off generic supplies. You don't have to tier stuff up. There's no warehousing. If you own a runway, you got unlimited resources at that runway. It's a lot simpler. Alright, here we go.
Radar, searching.
And where's our... There's home plate. That's our point.
Hellfire's up. Copy. Ceasefire. Missile set to low ball.
Radar, searching. Missile, forward left.
Alright, we're ready to shoot rockets from the back. And George
Forward left.
is on the T-deck. Oh, someone's got a Strike Eagle going for it. A lot of the return to pre-contact servers mix up the weather, so you'll have rainy, you'll have snowy, you'll have, you know, clear. It's a good little mix. North Pole servers don't really do weather at the moment. I think mainly because it probably causes some issues with lag and bugs because of all the scripting it takes to run one of those North Pole servers, all that extra stuff running in the background. If you put weather in there, it's probably caused a lot of instability in the server. DCS problems. Those North Pole servers are running like a load of third-party scripting.
Radar, searching.
Custom scripting, a lot of it. I had trouble on my private foothold servers I used to run on the weekends for everybody while I was streaming with having weather just on my standard footholds that I did a little bit of third-party scripting myself on, trying to make them better.
Radar,
We could do winter pretty good, but rain ended up causing too much instability on the server.
Radar, searching. Radar, searching. Radar, searching. Radar, searching. Radar, searching.
Actually, we can kill the wiper now. We're moving forward fast enough that the water's not going to matter. If we have to go to a hover, we can turn it back on.
Radar, searching. Radar, searching.
Did I grab supplies? I hope I did.
Radar, searching.
Yeah, I'm already halfway. I'm over halfway there, so I'm not turning around now. We'll give her a go. I believe there was a Strela. We have to find the Strela first. There is a Strela in there, so that's a SAM. That's a shore ad. We need to kill it first. Alright, George.
Empty slave.
What do you see? There it is. We got the Strela.
Radar searching.
Roger,
Radar
engaging.
searching.
Rifle
Radar
Strela.
searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Yeah, I know. Shut up, Betty. Die, Strela.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Come on.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Laser
Gotcha.
destroyed.
Alright. Strela down.
And
Radar
slave.
searching.
Deslaving.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Shilka.
Blazing.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Roger.
Readjusting. Okay, we got a good box.
Radar
Rifle.
searching.
Engaging.
Let's go ahead and post up here so we don't get too close.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Oh, I missed. Of course it did, George.
Roger. Copy.
Rifle.
Roger, engaging.
Excuse me, sir. This is yours.
Good effects on
That
target.
was a direct hit. Okay. Alright, we got a good sniping spot.
Slaving. Deslave.
Let's get to work. T90.
Blazing. Roger.
Good image track. Good box. Rifle.
Engaging.
Direct hit. Come on.
Lasers off.
Well, it was a direct hit. It just didn't kill it.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Ground units detected. Laser on. Roger.
Going for the heavy armor first.
Radar searching.
Yeah, it did cook.
Radar
It cooked it off. It did.
Copy.
Come on. Give me a better... There you go. That's a good track.
Radar searching.
Rifle.
Radar
Engaging.
searching.
Laser. Good effects on target.
Shack the other T90.
Roger. Deslaving.
They're running out of heavy armor now. There's still a Shilka there.
Laser on.
We need to take care of that. Oh, there's a building in the way.
Roger.
I mean, it's worth a try, I guess. Probably not. Let's move.
Lasers off. Deslave.
We're in a space safe spot. Let's see if there's anything else we can hit directly. There's a man pad. We got to kill that. It's just a man pad. We got to make sure we don't get killed by that.
Roger.
All right, we got a copy, or we got a image track on the dude. Rifle.
Roger. Engaging.
Can't let man pads live. They'll kill you quicker than anything.
Radar searching.
Alright, dead man pad.
Roger. D-slave.
Radar searching.
Alright,
Radar
BTR. How many shots do I have left here? We've got 2 shots. So let's put one into the BTR.
Radar
We'll
searching.
save one for the
Radar
Shilka.
searching. Radar searching.
Blazing. Roger.
We'll have to reposition for the Shilka.
Radar searching.
Roger.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Rifle.
Engaging.
The Shilka is extremely dangerous. We'll have to kind of go way up here to the north
Radar searching.
and then turn back in.
Those are good hits.
Dead BTR. Alright.
And slave. Now D-slave.
Let's lock onto the Shilka and then move.
Laser on.
Radar searching.
Alright, moving.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
And then we'll go in rockets. Okay, there you go. See, there's a better angle on that Shilka now.
Roger. Copy.
Right in the middle. Perfect. Got him. Rifle.
Engaging.
Go, go, Apache.
Laser. Good effects. Good
Boom.
effects. Slaving. Now D-slaved.
Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching. Radar searching.
Laser on. Lasers off. Laser on. One. Firing.
Radar searching.
Roger. Engaging. Laser. Target destroyed. And slave. Now
Radar
D-slaved.
searching.
Blazing. Roger. Engaging. Laser. Good effects. Good effects.
That should be everything.
Radar searching.
Yep,
Radar
we got it.
searching.
Roger. Ceasefire.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Well, there you go. We just cleared out that whole point by ourselves.
Radar
That's
searching.
too bad. North Pole's not that easy, right?
Radar searching.
Although we make it look a little easy. I'll be honest. It's not quite that easy just to grab an Apache and kill everything
Radar searching.
super easy and fast.
Searching. Radar searching.
You could just as soon miss the man pad and get blown up in the face, or the Shilka shoot you while you're trying to reposition, or a T-90 lays you. Whichever one you want to fly the most. I haven't flown a bad helicopter in DCS. It also depends on what you want to do, too. If you really want to do logistical stuff, there's only a few choices. If you want to do a lot of assaulting, there's a few choices, and if you want a little bit of everything, there's a couple of choices. Let's get a little bit deeper in here. The best mixture is going to be the Hind, because it can do a decent amount of attacking and it can also move troops and do a little bit of logistics. So it's so is the Hip. The Hip can, but the Hip does more transport and less damage. It can do damage, but it's not the best at it. The Hind is the best mixture of them. For pure assaulting, the Apache is going to be the best. The Black Shark's going to be really good too. It's personal preference on that one. And then all the rest are considered small scouts. They can do some damage, but not a ton. Fun-wise, I think the Gazelle is one of the funnest helicopters to fly. But if you want to just like destroy everything and do it in a helicopter, the Apache is really good. I mean, the problem is there's pluses and minuses to all of them. So the Apache is probably the best ground striker, but it has zero air-to-air defense. You have chaff and flare, but you can't really attack air targets very much unless it's another helicopter. But even then, you're hamstrung. Hellfires are not a good air-to-air tool. But Hellfires are like arguably the best for ground targets. Boom, we did have supplies. Okay, we captured. We're on a roll already. Like, the Black Shark is awesome because you can take 12 Vickr tandem explosives, so those are tandem loaded ATGMs, the Vickers. So you can destroy 12 hard targets. You can also put some decent rockets on it, and you can put 4 Iglas on it. So you actually have stingers, you know, air-to-air heaters that you can fire at air targets. They're not the best, they're easily flared, but they're better than having absolutely nothing. But the Black Shark is arguably not quite as good as the Apache because it's a lot harder to get your weapons onto a target because you don't have, you know, like your TDAC that you can just get right onto targets quickly. You have to just sit there and scout them out and look for them in your small TV screen that's not exactly the best. So there's bonuses and negatives to all of them. I think they're all great. For starter helicopters, I'd probably recommend the Apache, just because it'll get you learning how to fly. It's not hard to fly the Apache. It's hard to get really good with the Apache, but it's not hard to fly. So if you don't know anything about helicopters, it's a good one to learn with. There's a lot of DAFCS systems that are helping you fly it, so it's a lot easier on the cyclic. Whereas something like the Hind, I don't really think the Hind's hard to fly, but a lot of people do think it's hard because it's big, heavy friggin' brick, and it doesn't necessarily just fly like a normal helicopter because it's so big and heavy. It's a whole different game. But you can learn how to fly all of them. There's no let's head back home. There's no helicopter that's just garbage. But like if you want to do a lot of killing, a Gazelle and a Kiowa is probably not going to be what you want because they can only do a small amount of killing because they're a tiny scout helicopter. But they're not bad, and they do what they do quite well. Alright, wiping out the controls. Away we go. Home plate is back on home base.
Radar searching.
But I have trouble answering the what's easier and what's harder questions. Because my ideas of hard and all that usually doesn't line up with most other people's, so I try not to answer that. I feel like I'm giving bad information. Alright, we'll go back to base and then we gotta go attack Charlie. We'll switch up vehicles so we're not just sitting in it. On this map, I could probably just get into Apache and just fly across the map and just keep killing everything. I might have to jump into something else for SEAD once or twice, but other than that, I can destroy this whole map in an Apache. We used to fly return to pre-contact like every night. Matter of fact, me and Kremet, on my private server, we loaded up a foothold one night, which is basically what return to pre-contact is. Except ours ended at Krasnodar, the original. Mine didn't go all the way to Maycop. And me and Kremet by ourselves completed that entire war by ourselves that night. It took like 7 hours. It was like a almost 8 hour stream, but we completed the whole thing. It was crazy. I definitely can't do that shit anymore. That did a number on my body. Alright, Bravo is wide open. Someone needs to capture Bravo. It was a lot of flight time. I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of energy drinks in my system and I took a little bit of extra medicine that night. I broke a couple of my own rules. But I wanted to do it, you know. It was like a challenge that we had. People didn't think we could do it. And I'm like, I know we can do it. I just don't know how long it's going to take.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
That was a while ago. I don't even think I had this rig when I did that. I think I had the old rig when I did that. The shit computer, too. I think I had the HOTES, but not the computer. Oh, and I didn't have head tracking. You know that's back when I had my old computer and I was using my webcam and freeware software for head tracking, so it would always my head tracking kept locking up every time I would look like to the left or up. It was super frustrating. Which didn't matter because I still flew and streamed every night. Shit, my first so many months of streaming, I guess those VODs are gone now because they used to be up, but then Twitch changed their policy and started deleting all VODs. But those first, I don't know, 4 or 5 months of VODs, that's all me flying in a with a no head tracking and a mouse and keyboard, literally. And everyone thought I was flying on a HOTES. My mouse was my head tracking. I was just using the mouse to look around and my keyboard for everything.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
Alright, there's the taxiway where we landed, or took off from. What's up, Spit? It was very rough doing it with mouse and keyboard, but I was so determined to get into this so I could start flying again and share aviation with as many people as I possibly can. I was super motivated to do it. And then I got a little bit of, I guess you could say I got a sponsor. And that's how I got my first hotess. And then a different sponsor is how I got the rig. And then it's just, I've just gone from there. But all my first so many months of videos, VODs, even YouTube videos were all done mouse and keyboard, no head tracking, no hotess. Making videos with frog foots and shit. All my first A10 videos, that's mouse and keyboard. That little intro video I have, when the stream is just getting ready and we're getting through all the pre-roll and all that, there's that little video that's playing the whole time. That's all mouse and keyboard. I made that video 2 years ago, before I had anything. That was my first cut. The one that starts off with like the pastel miscoloration, that's all done with mouse and keyboard. The intro clip where it shows the A-10 lighting up the convoy on the road and then it shows the cluster bomb and all that, that's done with the hotess later on, but the little video that plays on repeat at the start, that's my original intro video that was made, first thing I ever edited. And it's all mouse keyboard. Alright, we made it. Oh, he's killing it all right now. We could probably just grab a helicopter to start transporting for capturing now because they're killing everything so fast. But we don't have to use a transport helicopter to do it. Although it looks like we've got enough people doing that right now too. Oh, there's tracks. There we go, tracks. Start capturing. No, I don't use the little. I mean, I messed with the little bird once or twice, but I don't use the third-party helicopters. They're not hooked in, so they fly like alien spacecraft. They're not. They fly like it's War Thunder or something. They don't fly right at all because they're not. Like I said, they're not hooked into the back end of the system. They're just like put into the game, so they don't fly right at all. So that messes me up. I know how to fly a helicopter. So those aren't helicopters. I don't know what those are. Those are flying fucking toasters. This is an interesting point. So this is the friendly convoy. This is a cool little thing. On this server you use credits to buy support like you would on North Pole. So this is 1,000 credits if you clear out all the enemy and don't kill the friendlies. So this is a really good little point to get better with helicopters with. I used to come out here and kill everything with Apaches and Black Sharks to get good, you know, to get better. Kill everything here without killing any friendlies and your team gets 1,000 credits, which is a lot of credits, which helps you capture places a little bit quicker when people aren't killing everything super fast. I guess we'll probably have to do some SEAD up here really quick, huh? Yeah, there's an SA-3 up here. Oh, they already took out the track radar. We'll grab a P-51 Mustang and drop a 500-pounder and then strafe them with our 50 cals. Trying to think of what to do. They're moving too fast. I'm not gonna fly this far. Oh, that's only 26 miles? I could fly that far. You know what? Let's do this. Let's use a helicopter we never get to use because it's just... we just never get to. Let's grab a Gazelle.
Radar searching. Radar searching.
We'll grab a Gazelle and let's grab, we'll put stingers on it. Mistrals, which is a stinger. And we're going to grab supplies and we're going to transport. I hate it when Steam does that. You got a game and you've downloaded it super... I downloaded this game a friend bought me the other night. It's like 90 gigs and it took about 10 minutes. 10 or 12 minutes, but sometimes even on Steam with my internet connection, it'll get all the way near the end and then it'll just fucking stop and act like it's writing to disk even though it's not for like 20 minutes. That is so frustrating. Alright, we got air-to-air defense, and we will transport some supplies all the way out to Krimsk. Alright, we're good to go. Let's grab our logistics. Alright, Gazelle time. This is a fun helicopter. Oh, they already recaptured at Krimsk. My internet's not fiber, but it is... I'm not going to say exactly how or what my internet is, but it's about 7 down, and it's about 7 gig down and like 2.5, 3 gig up. So it's crazy fast. It's the one thing I've got going. Well, I mean, my rig is really good too. I'm very blessed when it comes to my rig and my flying stuff. Doesn't really make up for how unblessed I am with my own body, though. It helps. Are deleted? I don't know, maybe. I messed with them when they first came out, and then I deleted them myself. I don't mess with those because they don't work right. They never do. It's impossible to do a third-party helicopter and make it work right because you'd have to be hooked into the back end, and you can't do that as a third party. The only third-party mod I know of that's fully supported and hooked in right is the A4 Skyhawk. Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, Spitfire. That's very generous of you. Yeah, the ads suck. It sucks even worse when you find out how much they actually pay for the ads, because it's ridiculously how low it is. It's bad. Twitch is so they seem like they're extremely mismanaged, so that they just take almost all of the ad revenue. They say it's a certain split, but I absolutely don't believe them at all. Because I get more viewers now than I used to, and I get less on ad money, which is just weird. I've never made much money at all, but it's even less than it used to be. So, like on a stream where I've got, say, 40 or 50 people watching intermittently, so it'll be like 300 viewers in total throughout the whole night. And it'll run so many ads, and the actual money cut for the entire like 4.5, 5 hour stream with, you know, so many like 45 minutes ads or whatever in total, multiplied by the 300 and whatever viewers, blah blah blah, it'll be like 20 cents, 17 cents, shit like that. It's really bad. Whereas before I'd have like not even half that in viewership, say a year ago, and I would get like 45 cents or something like that. It's not good either way, but it's gotten worse, which makes me think that Twitch is taking even more of it because they're so mismanaged. They need that money. So streamers don't really make money on Twitch from Twitch. The way you make money on Twitch is with subs, donations. I know the really popular people like have their own platform, like, oh, what's it called? They'll have their own thing, and that's that way they can skip the middleman, so people sub to them directly. What's it? God damn it. Patreon. Stuff like Patreon. I know a lot of people do that are big streamers. That way they get a better cut. I never understood why Twitch needs as much money as they do. It's like, why do you need all that money? Well, there's all these people that work there, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck do they do? Because you guys don't do anything besides throw parties and shit. Is that what it is? You just need more money to throw more parties? Because you guys don't actually do much of anything. Once it's running, you know? I have a feeling they have a lot of people that show up to work in offices, and their job is to sit in rooms and talk about shit and think of ways to do things for no reason. I imagine there's quite a few activists and people like that work there that have fake departments that don't actually do anything, especially make money for the company. I don't know any of that for sure, but that's definitely what I feel. And it seems to be partially true, at least. I just don't know what to extent. A lot of companies have been doing that the last 10 years. A lot of fake jobs. And then the companies end up blowing themselves up because their overhead gets so high because they're paying all this money out for literally nothing. And half their employees they hire sabotage them with nonsense. The Twitch staff should all just be people that are technical, people that keep the site running, working properly, and then people that think of better ways for doing events to make it more interactive from streamer and watcher. That would be good. And then like your teams that do moderation and stuff, because you got to have that by law, and that should be it. But I bet you there's almost none of that, and it's all just a bunch of tards thinking of things they should do for their ideology or something. Oh, Mustang's heading for Krimsk. I thought he was gonna stop at Bravo. It's all right. We'll deliver our supplies to Krimsk anyway, because that'll give us, the team will get points for that. Credits. Whoa! I hit the wrong button. What did I hit? Hold on, let me get my force trim set again. It's been a minute since I've flown the Gazelle, but... Oh, that's what it was. I hit the AP master. Okay, we're good. See, I don't fly autopilots in helicopters very much. I just use force trim like a normal helicopter pilot. There's Bravo. That Huey should be okay, they did. They just captured it. We need to get down low. We're flying too high. Almost oversped. I wonder why it's not letting me put it over on high. There we go. Oh, there's Krimsk right there. I see it. There it is, right there. Alright, when I land, I've got to get up really quick and go grab a fresh cold drink and take some medicine. I've got some extra medicine to take. Hopefully everything's fine, but when I get all my results back from all those tests, there's a good chance I'm going to probably have to go back into the hospital for some more tests. I'd almost guarantee you they're going to give me a... I've got to go back in for the friggin' 4-hour MRI with nuclear, where they gotta shoot me up with all the nuclear dye and shove me into an MRI for like 4 hours. I'd almost guarantee you they're gonna do that. I hate that stuff. Like, there's a couple parts of it that suck. Like, when they shoot you up with that nuclear dye, it sucks because your whole mouth will taste like metal for a while because it's in your blood. So that sucks. The other thing is, when it goes into your body, it's like, it's hot. It almost makes it feel like your blood is cooking, and you can feel it slowly going through your whole body. And when it gets to your nuts, it'll make you feel like you have to pee really bad for a while. That sucks. So you're just sitting there and your blood's cooking, Everything tastes like metal. You're not allowed to move, and now you have to pee like a racehorse. After a while, though, that kind of wears off and you're fine. And then when they tell you to get up after being in the machine for a while, the nuclear dye makes you get super, super dizzy and nauseous when you try to get up. It just sucks. It's like, hey, there might be something wrong with you, so we're going to torture you for a while just to see. Okay. Can you just give me something and knock me out so I don't got to deal with it? Nope. You got to be awake. Awesome. In that case, can you just punch me in the balls repeatedly the whole time to make the pain stop? At least the last time when I had to do that, they didn't do the nuclear dye 4-hour MRI. They actually did ultrasounds, so that was a lot better. I sat in a nice, cool, chill room with the lights turned low with a really hot nurse who rubbed warm lube all over my body and just scanned my body for hours just talking with me. That was fine. I'll do that again. That was great. That was the closest thing to a date I've had in a while. So I'll do the full body ultrasound with the young hot nurse who flirts with me the whole time. I'll do that again. That's great. Not gonna happen, but boy, that was a nice night. All right, starting our approach to Krimsk. We'll just land in the infield here. And someone's taken off from the taxiway like a douche. I should shoot him. Oops, I'm sorry. I was cleaning my stinger when it suddenly went off. Uh-oh. This thing's trying to kill me. I didn't think I was that heavy, but apparently I'm still a little heavy. It's not letting me, it's not letting me get into a ground effect hover. We better just put it down a little stout. All right, unload. Oh wow, look how fast they're going. Command center's clear. Oh, you know what they're doing? I bet you they're shooting all their bombs and then they're just ejecting and respawning in a fresh jet and taking off really quick. I'm sorry, I don't agree with that at all. I think you're taking away from the spirit of the sim a little bit too much when you're doing that kind of stuff. All right, I'll be right back. Nice. I got me a little care package from a friend when I got out of the hospital. So I've got a energy drink because I never get to buy energy drinks. They're too expensive. I only get a little tiny little bit of money to buy food and stuff. So this is called, what is this? Zero sugar Wampa fruit energy drink. G Fuel. This shit is so good. Swear if I had money, I would have a fridge full of like zero sugar monsters and zero sugar G Fuels. They are so good. All right, let's try something hard now. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like anybody's really going for it, so let's grab a black shark and see if we can clear out the convoy and get all those points for the team. Everybody else is... Yeah, see, he just took off in a jet and dropped his bombs. Now he just took off again, so he's literally just ejecting and respawning immediately as soon as he drops his munitions. That's why they're capturing that's why they're clearing stuff out so fast. That's like some War Thunder shit. You want to clear the convoy with an A4 or an F5? Well, I mean, you can try, but I bet you're going to kill the friendly trucks right there because you're going to not directly hit the targets with a bomb or something. I mean, you got to be pretty tight in here. You can give it a shot. Go for it. It'll definitely be good practice, but you see these four trucks right here are friendly, and if you destroy them, that'll negative the credits. Go for it. Yeah, do it. For sure. Well, I'm glad you read it. A lot of people on this server don't, man. They just come in here and drop bombs. Look, he just took off again. I'm sorry, doesn't that take the fun out of it for people? If this guy just keeps spawning and just spams his, like, J-Sows and then just respawns immediately? No, do it. Don't be scared. It doesn't matter. Dude, there's cheaters playing right now that are going to destroy this whole map in a matter of an hour either way, so go for it. Don't worry about it. Go for it. Use whatever aircraft you want. I'm gonna black shark the radio tower, I think. There it is. Oop, wrong rockets. I don't want those little... Give me the biggies. Oh. No, that's ridiculous. That's just hurting the experience for everybody else on the server. That's like some burning sky shit. It's like Growling Sidewinder where people just spawn in, jump in the air and just ACM every AMRAM they've got and then just delete themselves and do it again. Good old AMRAM spam. It's like, oh yeah, that's super fun. Good job. You're awesome. Very accomplished. Okay, we're ready. Let's see. We need to grab supplies in case we clear everything out. Alright, here we go. Gear coming up. And we're coming around to 156. That helicopter's on fire. And turning into pieces. I don't know. Those are the same people that use cheat codes in video games. I can't really relate, so I don't know. It's like someone that wants to train to be better at something, but they just cheat the training so they never get better. But they tell everybody they're awesome. It's like, okay. There we go. There's the tower. Okay, we got the tower. Let's lock it on the ground right there. Alright, so there's a man pad. We gotta find the man pad and kill that first, then we'll worry about the T-90s. But the man pad's gotta go first. This rain is going to make it a lot harder to find him, too. I see a truck. Is there a Uriel near him? There is a Uriel close to him. So he's to the left of that Uriel. I got him. There's the man pad right there. That little speck is him. All right, we're gonna go off computer. Rifle. I don't think that was the man pad. Maybe that's the man pad. Rifle. We gotta slow down. Hey, that was the man pad. We got him. We got him. Should be a guy with an AK over there somewhere. There he is. I got him. There's the guy with the rifle right there. We gotta get a little bit closer. We'll just gun him. We'll kill this guy and then we'll move on to the tanks over there that someone, oh look at the F-16's getting them right now. Here we go. Dead, got him. Alright, T-90 over there. Let's reposition our nose and slow down some more. There's the T-90. Got him. Rifle. And we're lasing. Hold my Vicar. Got him. Oh, there's still another one there. Where is it? Shoot, I'll have to come back around. I gotta turn around. I'm gonna get too close. A sugar crash. There's also a there's a Uriel over here somewhere. Turn my laser off so I don't cook it. That T-90's still there. We gotta watch out for that. If I'm not careful, I'll get right in front of it and get smoked. There's the truck. Got it locked. We're gonna hit it with rockets. Okay, we got it. All right, just the T-90. I gotta reset my... There we go. I had to reset all my AFCS. It was all overlapping after that one maneuver. Okay. Let's set up a little hover position here and scout out that last T-90 and get a good bead on him before we get too close. He's right down there by where that smoke is. I just don't know exactly where. The rain's not making it easier.
Warning. Under attack. Warning. Under attack.
Oh, there he is. Rifle. We're flaring. Direct hit. Yep, we got him. We got him. Booyah, there we go. So, that's all that stuff for the black shark. Now we can capture this. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. So we cleared out one place completely with the Apache and captured it. Now we completely cleared out this place with the black shark. We're batting 1,000. Not bad for a guy that's not all there right now. I'm really not all here. I've got way too much medicine running through my system right now. Alright, gear coming down. Oh man, I can't really gauge the ground very well right now. We'll just come down real soft. Oh, we're on there's a hill right here. That's why it's so weird. Oh, it's a hill and it's at an angle.
Liberate convoy, not fucking blow up convoy.
Oop, somebody blew up the convoy.
Warning. Under attack. 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 Warning. Under attack.
Did you make a boo-boo tracks, or did that other person in the fulcrum just drop a bomb in there? Because that's usually what happens, is someone just drops bombs right on it.
Warning. Under attack.
Well, let's head back to Krimsk. Alright, controls wiped out. I am heading back to Krimsk. Yeah, that was an interesting hill to land and take off from. Alright, that green smoke should be Krimsk. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you need to look at in your controls, there's something called AI Gunner Assist or something like that, and it'll have bindings to tell them to change their rules of engagement and their short or long burst. So you just cycle their rule engagement to open fire on enemies and then change. Usually short is better than long. Long, they'll usually blow a lot of ammo. And there's a button to bring up or remove the window that shows their status. I wonder why I was flying so weird. I accidentally hit the director. That was weird. That's what it was. Damn, the director's in the wrong spot. I was wondering why that thing was fighting me so much. Yeah, the Ka-50 is awesome. It's a great helicopter. Takes a little while to get used to because it is so different, but once you get used to how the AFCS system actually works, it's great. You can either fly it by holding down the AFCS every time you want to maneuver and then letting it off when you're done maneuvering, or you can fly it like a helicopter and then just use the AFCS a lot for holding the cyclic, just normal force trim. It works better if you just hold it down though for maneuvering. That's all right. rockets are not exactly accurate. That's a hard tool to use to fire when there's friendlies in the area. Even if your aim is really good, rockets can go errant real easy. Even gunshots can go errant when it's that close to friendlies because ricochets bounce everywhere. Was that Hell Pig again? Yep, there goes Hell Pig. He just spawns and then hits the blower right out of the hangar and takes off and then drops his bombs 2 seconds later and then respawns again. That's too bad. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. Now that was a smooth landing. Alright, so oil fields needs to be captured, command center needs to be captured. Yeah, let's watch what this guy's actually doing here. Oh, he doesn't even have bombs, he's just got AMRAAMs. Is he just going for AMRAAM spam? Okay, yeah, he's just going after these guys. I'm gonna laugh if that just kills him. This other guy's gonna kill him before he gets a chance to. I wonder if when this guy kills him, he'll just despawn himself. Oh no, he's gonna go after the flogger. The 23, that's a shit flogger. Here it goes, AMRAAM. There's 2 MiGs out there too, he might burn for those. He brought 3 bags of fuel, so yeah, he's just going for AMRAAM spam. He's just gonna use his burner probably to get over there real quick and try to get all the kills. And then despawn himself. If I had to guess. I'm also killing time resting my arms. I need to capture these. Well, here we go. We got an NPC going to capture this one. And there should be an NPC heading for this one too. Oil field. Oh, there he goes, AMRAAM. Oh, that's a 77 he got on him. He should be able to burn away from it. But that's a 77. That doesn't go away. That'll go pitbull. It's gonna miss though. It can't go up like that. It's gonna kill its energy. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, you know what? We gotta worry about the factory. That's the next major point. And there's also trucks leaving. You know, we could probably do this with a Hind now. Oh, look at all those MI8s. Jeez. Is there a man pad here? No, there's no man pad, so yeah. We could just bring some We just need some tandems to take out the armor here, and then we're good to go. Let's see if we can do a Hind. We've done everything else. Black Shark, too easy. Time to increase the difficulty. Oops. Okay, 8 tandems, perfect.
Adjusting magnetic declination. Ready. Turning on weapons.
Okay. Grab supplies. Alright, air conditioning on. I don't remember what the temperature was, but I don't think it's super cold or anything. Whoa. Gyros are up. Alright. Oh, we're gonna go for factory, right? There's a lot of trucks in the area, too. Alright, brake off. Gear coming up.
Turning on weapons.
Gear is up, I think. Yep. Alright, we're on the way. Whoa, that was a horrible micro switch. Okay, gun check, we're good.
Commander weapons ready.
I guess we'll see if we can intercept those Kamaz trucks, and we'll shoot those up a little bit. We'll just use the gun for that, though, I think. We don't want to waste our tandems. We'll save those for armor. But we could do a few strafing runs on those Kamaz trucks, unless Repo is gonna... Well, we'll see what Repo's gonna do. It looks like he's going after the helicopter, so yeah, we'll go after the trucks.
Observe on searching. Target search. Looking for targets.
Oh, we're so far away. There's no way. Petrie won't be able to see them from this distance through the telescopic sight. That's all it is. It's just a telescopic sight. We'll have to get way closer. Hopefully he can see those T-90s so we can actually fire a tandem at him. We're not gunning friggin' T-90s and BRTs. BTR, oh, there's a Shoka there too. Yeah, we're definitely not gunning that shit. We gotta kill all 4 of those with tandems from max range. Or else we'll have a bad... Or else you're gonna have a bad time!
Observe on searching.
It'd be nice if we could get Petrie to see them though, so at least he can point out where they are, so we can get, you know, we can fly at them a lot better. That's the road right there. That's one of the roads, so the next main road up here is the one we're going to be looking down.
Observe off.
Yeah, they're going to be coming down the next main road. That road right there, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Yes, that is the one. Oh no, those Kamaz, I don't know where those trucks are going. Oh, you know what? I bet you they're going up to Delta. I thought they were going to come towards Radio Tower, but I think they're heading north.
Observe on searching.
So we might just skip those trucks for now and go after the T-90s and stuff. Oh, there's some more armor coming into the factory too, so... And there's another MI8 heading back to factory. We probably have to kill that before it gets there. I didn't bring any air-to-air, but I can get him with a Vicar. Or a tandem.
Observe off.
We're not gonna get there in time though for that. We'll try. We'll just keep heading there. We'll deal with whatever's there when we get there. Flying our rotary tank. Two MI8s coming in. I don't know if that one's coming in to land to repair itself or if it's actually there to resupply. The danger is if one of these MI8s lands to resupply, then this might spawn SAM systems here and blow us up before we even know what's going on.
Observe on target search.
So we're looking for MI8 and T-90s and Shilkas. Still probably too far away though to see them through the telescopic.
Looking for targets. Attacker selected. Searching.
Okay, there's the factory. I see the factory.
Searching for targets.
There's the enemy helicopter. That's the Mi-8. He's coming in to land right now. Yeah, he's right there. We're not going to get there in time, unfortunately. Hopefully he just needs repairs. Guess we can cheat a little bit and see what he looks like. He might have got shot up. Yeah, he got shot up. So he's not here to reinforce the point. He's coming home because he got shot at. So we don't got to worry about him. Let's find the T. There's the Shoka. We got the Shoka.
Target acquired. Get me closer. Out of range.
Alright, we're all set to shoot. We just got to get close enough. Petri dish will let us know when we're ready. What are you downloading? DCS? Is that what you're waiting on? So we got to kill the Shoka, then we got to do the 2 T-90s, and then the BRT, and then we'll go from there. We could probably get 1 T-90, well, when we kill the Shoka, we'll turn around and come back to kill the T-90. We don't want to get too close. That would be a mistake to try to get more shots off at once. Those T-90s can put a laser guided into the barrel and laze us very easily. We need to play it smart. We got to worry about that
In range.
armor convoy coming on us too.
Engaging.
Rifle. Actually, we might be able to get 2 shots off. We're still pretty far. That armor convoy's moving in quick.
Oh, target search. Target acquired. Ready to fire. Launch.
Rifle T-90. Now we'll come back around.
Oh, observe off.
Ghost Warrior Contract 2. I've never heard of that game. I've heard of Ghost Warrior, but not Contract. I'm not exactly in the loop, though, for shooter games, to be honest. Last shooter game I played a lot of and enjoyed was Division. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I hope I'm not getting a cold. I'll definitely be back in the hospital if I get some kind of cold. Let me put on my leg heater. Alright, let's come back around and kill this other T-90 and the BRT, and then we'll go from there and see if we can... That armor convoy, if it's got too much heavy armor, we can't stop it because we've only got so many tandems. Oh, the BTR's half damage. Oh, there are T-72s up in there. Shit, we gotta go after the T-72s right now.
Observe on. Searching.
We'll just have to gun the BRT, probably.
Looking for targets.
Oh my gosh, yeah, 3 BTR-80s and 3
Target
T-72s.
acquired. Ready to fire. Launch.
Rifle T-72.
Good effects. Searching for targets. Target in sight.
Shack T-72.
In range. Launch.
Rifle. We got 4 more shots.
Good effect. Looking for target. Target acquired.
Last T-72.
Target in range. Firing.
Right, well that's a pretty good run getting all 3 T-72s in a single pass. We got a turn though. We're gonna get shot.
Missile, 1 o'clock.
We're defensive. Alright, 2 BTRs. Let's gun that one BTR that's over here. That one that's half damaged that's splash damage when I killed the T-90. We'll see if we can just hit it with the 30 mil a couple times and smoke it out. I see the smoke from the T-90s, I just gotta find the BTR in there. Ah, the smoke is right in the way. There it is, I see it. Got it.
Ground fire, 11 o'clock. Hostile ground fire at nose.
Okay, I got another BTR with the gun. Alright, where's those troops in that truck over here? That's pretty good work. Oh shit, that hurt. That 30 mil does some work. Alright, let's go back. We got 2 more BTRs over there we need to kill. Factory's neutralized. Oh, nope, somebody already dropped bombs on them. Good, 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 good. Okay, let's see if we can land. I wish I would have shot some more shots off, though. We're still kind of heavy for this weather. Alright. We're going to start unloading our torque a little bit. You know, if we clear out this point, land and capture it with the Hind, that'll be 3 separate points we've cleared out and captured with 3 different helicopters. I'll take that as a win. Although it feels like all I've done is fly helicopters tonight. But if I got into a jet, by the time I got up in the air, you know, one of those guys that's just kind of cheating would already have everything taken care of, so probably be pretty bored in a fixed wing right about now on this server. Sadly. It's alright though. You'll never see a guy like that over on like one of the North Pole hardcore servers. Alright, let's make one more loop around so we can descend safely. You gotta preemptively plan out your... Well, when you're in a helicopter, you gotta preemptively plan everything you're doing way ahead of time no matter what. But when it comes to, like, the big, heavy Russian helicopters, you gotta do it even more. You gotta really plan it out. You can't just manhandle it around the sky. It'll manhandle you right back. In Russia, the helicopter flies you. Alright, gear coming down. Working the switches a little bit. But look at that wind, just pushing us over to the side. Pretty heavily. So we don't have to land. I'm not trying to land on a pad. I'm just getting close. We could maneuver onto the pad, but yeah, whatever. We don't need to. Jesus, wind. Alright, brake on. Let's unload and capture this shit. Boom. Oh, actually, did we lose our little special boy that's just shooting, despawning, shooting, despawning? I think we lost him. Yeah, we lost him. Must have got bored. See, that's what I would think too. I would think it would be super boring to do that. I mean, I could just spawn a jet and fly up and drop some bombs and then redo it really fast. You know, just kill myself and do it again really quick. Just despawn myself. I could do that, but that would be super boring. Oh, I agree. I don't know how hard. Like, a lot of people say the Hind is extremely hard. I don't think it's that hard, but it is harder than, say, a regular helicopter. So I can't gauge how hard it is, but it's definitely super fun. It's well worth learning how to fly. No matter how difficult it is, it's worth it. It's a great helicopter. Can it carry as many munitions as an Apache? No, but it can carry a pretty good mix. You know, is the gun really accurate? No, but it's super fun and it's devastating when you hit stuff. I mean, we just killed like 5 troops, 2 trucks, and 3 BTRs using just the solid mount 30 mil. So, I mean, it can be effective, but it definitely takes a little bit of, like, you'll get better at shooting the gun the better you are at flying the helicopter. Because it's a solid mount, every time you squeeze that trigger, the entire helicopter is taking the recoil. So it screws your flying up significantly. So, but the better you get at flying, the better you'll get with the gun. But, you know, at least the Black Shark, the gun is articulate. You know, it can aim, it can pivot left and right a little bit and up and down a little bit, which means it has some aiming capability. The Hind is just a solid mount. You're just bore-sighted. And it bucks hard. Alright, we got a man pad, 2 T-90s, and a BTR. But the sky is clear, so let's do one fixed wing. I'm getting a little sore. I don't think I can do another helicopter right now, to be honest. Just trying to land that Hind, my arm was starting to, or my shoulder was starting to kind of give out on me a little bit. What is this? Who's doing these generic loadouts? They're a crazy person. Let's just put some 38s on here. Clusters have been nerfed too much. But at least on this server, the enemies aren't clairvoyant, so I can actually use JDAMs. So we can just load up with 38s. Let's go orcs. That's weird. I wonder why you can't just right click. I don't know why you couldn't. I have no idea why that would happen. See, Delta is right there, yeah. Delta, there we go. I didn't see an ATIS. So we'll just leave it, that'll be fine. We'll check the map and see where everybody's at so I don't get in anybody's way. If that Strela wasn't there, I would grab like a Phantom and see if I could dive toss some bombs in there just for some practice, but that stupid Shorad would get me in the Phantom for sure. Oh, where's Repo at? I see his name, I just don't know where he's at. Okay, he's off to the side. We're good to go. Half flaps. Here we go. We're pretty heavy. We'll rotate at 150. We'll probably get lift at 160. All right, rotating. 160. Yep. We'll leave the flaps down for a little bit extra time. We're going to climb straight north before we turn in. Actually, we're going to come around from the south. So let's spiral. We'll head towards the factory while we're getting fenced in and getting some altitude, and we'll get the targeting pod because it's on the left wing there. We'll get it looking over there at Delta on the way towards factory, and then we'll turn in when we pick our winners. Which reminds me, let's turn on the Mavericks now and let them start warming up. And let's go ahead and master arm up. Yeah, the hog is always cool. The hog's my baby. The hog is what got me over to DCS, knowing that they had an actual full fidelity C2 model upgraded hog to fly, and it was a real sim. It's literally what got me to come here and start doing this. Alright, where's Delta? There's Delta. Fulcrums? Oh, they got Havocs. Oh, Smirches are firing. Rocket artillery. That'll be coming towards radio tower at Krimsk, probably. Yeah, there they are. Look at them. Yeah, they're going for radio tower with the rocket artillery. Those things go all the way up into orbit. Big old rocket artillery MLRS. They shoot way up here into low orbit, and then they come back down. They're not very accurate, though. It's dangerous, but, you know, we don't have to necessarily completely worry about it. You know what the cool thing is if we get above the cloud layer, it would be nice and clear up there, but unfortunately I gotta stay below the clouds in the A10 to use my stuff. What is supposed to be there? Okay, we gotta find the man pad, that's right. Man pad's gotta die. I see a tank. So there's a tank. But its weather sucks. We're gonna have to get down a little bit lower, I think. Mavericks are warm. Although the man pad, we're probably not gonna be able to get a Maverick on the man pad. Although if he's standing near a truck, he's kind of far away from the truck. That's probably not gonna work. But at least we can spot him using that truck, probably. Okay, there's the truck. There's the man pad. He's pretty close, actually. Let's put a Maverick on that truck. That might kill that man pad. Marked. Maverick is up and hot. Rolling into the target. And slaving to the targeting pod. Alright, we're ready to shoot. Just gotta get close enough to get contrast. Is there another Uriel there? No, it's just the one, so I'm looking at the right spot. We might be able to get another shot off, too, on the T-90s. God, that weather screwed up my contrast lock. There we go, we got it. Rifle. 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 Okay, we got 3 out. Let's come back around. Hopefully that man pad is toast. I don't know. I got the truck, but I didn't see the man pad get killed. We might have to... Yeah, we didn't get the man pad. We're gonna have to kill him with a Predator rocket or something. Let's get our targeting pod on the man pad directly. We'll get him with a Predator rocket. Oh wait, where is he? No, he's dead. I got him. He's dead. Yeah, what's going on? I got him. He's dead. Screw that noise. I got him. It just didn't say so. Alright, let's find the other T-90. There it is. Gotcha. Alright, rolling in on the T-90. Resetting the gimbal on the Maverick. Alright, slaving. Gotcha. Rifle. That's all that's left, right? Besides troops. Oh, there's a Uriel over there too. Can I see it? Is that it? Oh god, I got a Maverick on a troop. See ya. We're gonna do a little bit of a strafe. I think that's the Uriel right there.
Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Yep, that got him. Alright, so there might be some troops left. Yeah, there's a couple troops down there still. It's kind of hard to see them in the rain. We'll have to use our targeting pod to get a good bead on them. They're pretty close together, though. We could probably drop a JDAM in here and get them. So let's get our targeting pod on target. We'll sling a JDAM. And we'll get 2 of them for sure. We might get all 3. If we leave one behind, we'll just get the targeting pod on them and then gun them. Just need some distance so we can work. Oh, what now? Buddy Spike. Yeah, I got a friendly. Who's tickling my bum? Alright, let's do this. Alright, queuing up 1 JDAM. Should've got my targeting pod zoomed in already for where these guys are. I don't know where they are now. Yeah, damn it. It's no bueno. Is that them? Yeah, there they are right there. Okay, targeting pod is on them. I'm just gonna gun the area. Hey Vic, what's going on? Return to pre-contact, actually. Caucasus, just a nice chill. My body is extremely sore. Chill night. I can't see the other guy. He's over here somewhere.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, I don't see him. I still don't see him.
Altitude,
Damn.
altitude.
So hard to see him. Did I get 2 of them? Oh, there's still 2 left. Gosh. Okay, now I can drop the JDAM. I'm not gonna run into you. You're not gonna run into me, are you, Mr. 2000? Alright, let's get the targeting pod right where I want it. There's one of them. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. Okay, I got both of them right there. Let's put the J down right in between the 2, like that. Well, right there. Okay, marked. Rolling in. Yeah, return to pre-contact, Caucasus. Did I not say that? I thought I said that. I might not have. My brain is so wacky right now. I'm probably thinking half the stuff I'm not even saying. Alright, we're gonna sling 1 JDAM. That should get both of them. Bomb is away. Boom. Yeah, they're both dead. Gotta love JDAMs. Alright, Delta's neutral. We've got 2 Mavericks left and we've got some JDAMs. Yeah, I don't see any. Well, there's one shore. Oh, there's a Strela there. Okay, that's fine. Let's go over there. Alright, stow the targeting pod. We're gonna select Echo. Got it. There's the cake. Mavericks are... Oh, I've got 1 Maverick. We'll put it on the Strela. There's the Strela looking right at me. Got him marked. Maverick is up. Slaving. Got him. Rifle. And we're off left. I got flankers in the area too. Yep, take it easy, Trex. I should be back tonight as far as I know. If you want to, we can go over some stuff with whatever you're working on. Just if you have questions, get them together for me, and when I do warm-ups and stuff, we can go over stuff for you. Boom. Strela gone. Alright, let's drop, we got some JDAMs to spend. Okay, that should not be... I should not be getting that. I've lost enough weight that I should not get that warning right now. Silly DCS, what are you doing? That man pad was over here where the trucks were, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's drop a JDAM over here, because I think there was a man pad over there. Oh no. I'm about to get flogged. Shit. Defensive. We're idle. God, I'm not gonna be able to see these idiots. Oh shit, I see him. Whoa, I saw that missile hit me too. I was getting ready to shoot him. Right when I said I'm probably not gonna be able to see him, I saw him right when he was shooting me in the face. How rude. I was getting ready to drop a bomb over here. Yeah, if they wouldn't have messed with me, I had 3 more JDAMs. I could put one in here, one over here, and then one in here. And then I had some Predator rockets to try to do some more damage. We could have got a lot more done. Oh, here comes a friggin' tactical bomber. That's a big dog. Oops. There you go. Russian Lancer, basically. Except he doesn't have all the racks. That's interesting. Alright, I guess we need to capture Delta. Oh yeah, let's do that. I'm running out of friggin' steam. Let's see if we can capture Delta really quick for the boys. We'll just grab the Gazelle and some Mistrals. Or even better, we could let's see, Kremsk. You know what? We never fly this thing, so let's fly it now. Literally, I always forget to use this thing. Alright, empty it out, and let's go Stingers! We'll just bring some Stingers. We don't need anything else.
Missile 5 o'clock.
076, and let's grab supplies. All right, let's go. Master arm on. Countermeasures on, up. Alright, here we go. What did I say it was? 76, 70, so we'll go 70 to 80. Alright, torque. There we go. What the actual hell? Who is killing me? Was that friendly fire? There must be some troops on the ground over there or something. Or I got friendly fired a little bit. Oh crap, here comes some Su-34. That's a fullback. Well, at least we brought stingers. We have a chance to shoot back. Alright, stingers are WASD. Oh hell, is there a... I don't remember on this thing if there's a cage, uncage for it. No, there's not. Oh, that's a friendly that just flew over me. Whoa! Oh, that's my automatic countermeasures going off. Okay, I see the Su-34. Oh, he got hit. My countermeasures are set to auto. That wasn't a gunshot going off, that was the automatic countermeasures. Scared the crap out of me. You can tell I'm not used to flying this thing. And a flogger. There we go. Took me a minute to remember where my CMWS is. Put it on bypass so it doesn't blow all my flares off when a friendly shoots a missile. Put it in bypass and then we can just hit our actual chaff flare button to do it so it doesn't waste it. The automatic systems in all these aircraft is really nice, but Betty's also slightly retarded, so if you let her do it, she will blow your countermeasures as soon as a friendly shoots a missile. Is that Flogger coming for us? No, Flogger's dead. We're good. We don't need it. This is the holographic sight. You can put the holographic sight in the Kiowa. I think you can. You might even be able to put it on as default if you go into special options. But you can also do it from the ground crew. You can tell them to install the site. It's not. It's just a little bit of an interface. You know, if you have a like with Stingers, that's what it looks like. If you have like if you're using the 50 cal, it'll actually give you a holographic sight that's not perfect, but it's better than completely winging it. Rockets, it'll give you the triangle. Oh, look at that rainbow. It's a nice rainbow. There you go. Confirmed. If you blow up a Russian, it creates a rainbow. Yeah, go to your... I can check it here in a second. DMC, I can check it here in a second. I'm almost done flying tonight. My body's about to give out. I think there is an under specials. There's an actual default you can put it on. That way you don't have to keep equipping the site through the ground crew. Pretty sure that's how I did it, but I don't really remember because I'm on a lot of medication right now. I'm also in bed right now and not flying. Everybody remember that. For the next 3 days, I'm not actually here flying. I'm actually in bed resting. If you get contacted by a pretty red-headed nurse asking, you just say he has been sleeping and not moving. I guess it depends on the nurse. If it's a brunette nurse, yeah, whatever, just tell her I don't give a shit. But if it's the hot redheaded nurse, yeah, I'm definitely doing everything she told me to do. She's hot, but she scares me at the same time. I kind of wish I could fling one of these Stingers. I haven't shot a Stinger in forever. I don't think the Kiowa has a cage uncage for the Stingers. I think they're just solid mount. Yeah, they are. Right. Pretty sure they're just bored. Alright, we're going to start unloading torque. It says uncage auto slaving off. Manual and okay, so there is a manual uncaging. I gotta look up the bindings for that later. I'm definitely not going to try to use the main mass assembly to lock onto an aircraft. If that's what it takes, that's retarded. Oh shit, server's restarting. We gotta hurry up. We got 5 minutes to land and unload. Are we in the zone yet? No, we're not in the zone yet. We're going for it. I'm gonna make it. We're gonna get there. We're just gonna have to unload drastically. We're gonna go ahead and maybe even... I guess we could always just go neutral and auto-rotate land. Alright, we're in the blue. Pulling out the torque. And we're feathering the torque, feathering the torque. Like a boss. Unloading, unloading. Boom. Piece of cake. Look at that. That gave us that. I'm glad I dropped that off. That gave us an extra Gepard. Well, I only died one time tonight. It's not bad. It's not bad for how friggin' whacked out on medicine I am right now. You know, that's actually really good flying for someone that did not get out of bed and is definitely resting all night. That was pretty good flying. Alright, let me look up that site for DMC really quick. I'm pretty sure it's under special options. Yeah, I think the last times I fired stingers from the Kiowa was back when the Kiowa was like still really new, and I'm pretty sure you did was just point and shoot at that point. I don't think they even had a cage on cage back then that I know of, but I could be wrong. Alright, let's see. Specials, OHR, pedal trim, control display location. Oh, I guess not. Yeah, I guess it's not there. I know it's there on... Where did I do that? Let me go into my practice mission. I guess it's just on ground crew then, but mine's always on. Let me check the rearm too. I know I set it somewhere to where that the hollow side is always mounted. Maybe you just have to click on the airframe right there. I don't know. And once you do it, it stays there. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, where's my little Kiowa? Right there. Okay, this, yeah, this... Good job, DCS. That's some good ground friction right there, how we're sliding around. It's good stuff. Alright, so... let's check the ground crew. Ground crew... Door removal? No, no, no. I'm not sure. I don't see it anywhere.
Request rearming.
Is there a,
Copy.
That's the adjustment. I don't want to hit that. Now I'm not sure, DMC. I know I did something at some point to make sure the sight gets mounted, but I don't remember what it was. I thought it was an option. I don't see it in the ground crew menu, and I didn't see it in the rearm either. I guess just look it up. Just just Google it, DCS Kiowa holo site. I set it up a little while ago, and I don't remember how I did it, and plus, my brain is leaking out of my ear right now. Yeah, I'm really not sure. What's up, Vaughn? Server? No server. I'm calling it a night a little early tonight so I can actually follow my doctor's orders at least a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Actually, yeah, I've been flying for 3.5 hours. I didn't think I was going to make it this long. That's so weird now, though. Now I really don't know where I got the site. Where's my Google machine? Alright, DCS, Kiowa. Where to get or equip holo site. In DCS world, the Kiowa Warrior does not typically have a standard holo site, blah blah blah. Yeah. But it does have a optical, an ODA, that's what it is. That's what the holo site is, it's an ODA. I got it. Stop telling me things I know. Tell me how you do it. Go to Payload tab. Open the mission editor and select OHD Kiowa payload. Okay, so I guess I did it from the editor and it just stays there? Let's go to the mission really quick, the editor. I guess that might be what it is. I did it in the editor and now it just stays on all my Kiowas, so let's have a look-see. We will get it set up. You'll be set DMC when we get this done. That way you can do it on your account. It does help a lot with the Kiowa. Wait, that's not a Kiowa, that's the Gazelle. Those are the little bird crappers. There it is, okay. Equipment tab. External hardpoints, that's not it. It says payload, but I'm not seeing an option for the ODA. Gun, weapon, blah blah blah. External hardpoints. Let's see. No. Okay, at the very end here, I bet you is where it's at. Let's see. Remove door, install pilot. There you go. Install pilot display unit. Okay, DMC. So go into the mission editor and make a Kiowa and then just check these boxes. Or at least check the install pilot display unit and leave it check marked and then save the map, and then hopefully it will automatically put it on all your Kiowas. Because that's all I did. I didn't see anywhere else to put it except here in the editor. So I would just do that. Yeah, I would do that. That should do it. Equip personal weapon. Yeah. Allow hiding pilot display unit. Sure. Yeah, I would just do that. The mythical practice map. How much scripting did I put in here? Oh, I put quite a bit of scripting in here. All right, let me see who's flying, guys and gals and everybody else. I will see who's flying, get you guys rated somewhere so I can chill out. I'll still be in the Discord for a little while, because because I can't get up from my chair right now anyway. I'm too medicated. So I'll be in the Discord for a little bit, just chilling. I might be dozed off though in my chair too, I don't know. Alright, who is flying? Oh my god, let me take off my head tracking thing, it's kind of heavy. Having medicine head and then putting this infrared pock on the side of my head is not helping. Okay, well, Magic is flying right now, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Black Magic. He's a buddy. He's a good guy. You actually probably hear him talking to me on the SRS radio quite a bit when I'm streaming, because he usually jumps in the server I'm on. He's pretty mil-simmy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, raid's going through. Thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm sorry if I was a little goofy tonight. I can't help it. YouTube folks, thanks for hanging out. I will see everybody later. If you need to get hold of me, I'm in the Discord. And I'll be back tonight as far as I know, but I'll probably be a little goofy again, at least for a couple days. Alright, here goes the raid. Tell Magic hi for me.